He's a celebrity therapist who's helped many people climb out of the downward spiral of addiction and into a healthier track to recovery. His latest project takes on one of America's most common addictions. It's not drinking or drugs, it's smoking. Dr. Drew Pinsky is joining us on The Road Show. Good morning, Dr. Drew.
Thank you, sir. Let me correct something. I'm not a therapist. I'm an internist, and so the smoking issue is that much more acute for me because I spend my career putting smokers in the ground. That's of the 46 million smokers out there, they can all look forward to stroke, heart disease, cancer, and what they don't realize is that it takes up to 9 attempts to stay stopped from smoking, and the probability of them doing it cold turkey on their own is very remote. They can more than double their chances of success with using certain tools.
All right, like many viewers, Dr. Drew, I have a close family member who has tried to quit smoking so many times. We've even had the grandkids draw the pictures and all the sentimental stuff to try and make her stop, but nothing has seemed to work. So we need more tips on how to make this happen.
Let me give you some tips. Maybe she's tried some of these things, but one of the things I've been a strong advocate for a long time is nicotine replacement therapies. I use multiple modalities for my patients. The lozenge is something that I've been very, very enthusiastic about for a long time, and in fact, that's what brings me out here this morning is that Nicorette has a new mini lozenge that dissolves very, very quickly and can really cut those cravings. It really does an effective job in those moments when people often cave to the cravings and abandon their smoking cessation attempt. The other thing is psychosocial support with other individuals who are struggling with the same issue of trying to stop smoking. We have a Facebook page at /Nicorette where people can go to reach out to other folks that are struggling with this same thing. As well, behavioral tools. You can find behavioral instruments online. But ultimately, the situation you're describing, the person has to be ready and want to stop. You have to pick a stop date. So there's some data that even shows if you use nicotine replacement before you make your attempt, you can increase your probability of staying stopped a little bit. But you've got to create that motivation as you're trying. Keep loved ones around. Help them understand that there are going to be consequences. You're doing all the right stuff, but have that person talk to their doctor about what other things might be available to them.
All right, we have about 30 seconds, Dr. Drew. It becomes so frustrating for the close family members that we get to the point we don't even talk to her about it anymore. Is that the right approach, or do you continue to try to encourage verbally and physically and breaking cigarettes in front of her, throwing them away? What do you suggest?
You don't want to get intrusive with it, but I would take the approach of saying, look, this is how it's affecting us. It's hurting us as well as yourself. You have to try to break through the denial. And because it takes multiple attempts to stay stopped oftentimes, don't give up. But don't get intrusive or aggressive because that just throws up their defensive even more powerfully. Get into, here's how we're affected by this, and it's something deeply painful for us. Stay there.
Thank you, Dr. Drew, so much. We're going to put a link to your Facebook page on our website, and that's foxprovidence.com.